Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike. It is Tuesday, the 7th of February. This is a daily recap. What a day we've had here in the markets. Um, great day here for us and all of us. We've been talking a lot here today. It was a quiet day for up until Powell. So you can see the market itself did virtually nothing. We ramped up a little bit. Here's when Powell started speaking. Oh, a lot of us made good money, fabulous money trading this. Then you had this huge decline, looked like we are going to fall apart. And then they stepped back in, and here we are, this big V bounce, almost back to highs of the day. Man, I'm telling you what, you want to be bearish this market, good freaking luck. There's so much money on the sidelines that's coming in. We've been debating this in the room. If you think Powell was bearish today or hawkish, you need to rethink. He was joking around. He was having fun on stage. He mostly reiterated what he said on Wednesday. Yeah, he did drop one or two lines that was a little bit hawkish. One that, if the labor market remains strong, we may need to do more rate increases. But, what nobody's talking about here is one, he said, but the wage rate has been dropping and slowing to a sustainable rate, which is what they're really looking at. They do not want to lay people off. They do not want to have people being laid off. That's not good for anybody. On top of that, there are now less people working in this market than there were 3 or 4 years ago. You could thank this to COVID. We had people permanently leave the workforce due to long COVID, due to death, unfortunately, and many people just retired. So, of course, the labor market remains tight, and there's tons of people out there and people looking for jobs. So, everybody has to calm down and say, hey, he could have created the market. He didn't. This is 2 times in a row now. We've had a great reaction to him. And I actually was hoping we come down and retest this 400 area. Very difficult now, I think, in my opinion. We don't have much going on this week. We have consumer sentiment on Friday. We have some second tier earnings names, but there's really nothing to drop us. We have a ton of Fed speak this week, but that is what it is. So, SPY strong. We get back above 418, gap at 419.71, and looks good. If you're asking how you could have traded today, what was in play? Well, okay, we'll talk about Zoom real quick. And one of the most laughable moves of the day, Zoom announced they're laying off 1,200 people and exploded all the way up to 85. Why? I don't know. Zoom doesn't have a problem with profitability. Zoom's an extremely profitable company. They're doing well. Their problem is growth, and laying off people doesn't help with growth, and they have no more growth. And that's the big problem with Zoom. But nice big move today. What we focused on today were names in play. Microsoft was one of the setups we had out of the gate. Why? Because they had the event with ChatGPT today. So we were all over that on the open. You had this gap up. We watched it for the first 5 minutes, broke out, trade one, got out, made huge money, came back in here later on, made nice money again. Could have made more money here. I traded the ES on this and not that, and nice move here back to the highs. Good presentation on ChatGPT. I've been playing with it on Bing here. It's okay. It's not fully functional at this point. Google has their event tomorrow on AI. Nice big move there. We talked about that one. We talked about Snap today. Wasn't Snap's day. Couldn't go. Pins, unlike other names, they didn't buy it back. They sold it. Meta had another nice day, still trading in this range, very strong. Apple had a good day. We're all waiting to hear about Apple AI. That's coming. NVIDIA remains one of the stronger of the semis, breaking above to a new range high. I mean, the market remains bulled up. I mean, if you're out there and you're pressing your shorts, maybe you get lucky and get some news or something happens, but this market's bulled up and is strong. And for me, I continue to focus on names that are paying. Even Boeing curling back up here today, back into the top of the range at 214. So with that said, we have 3 days left in this week. There's not a lot going on for the rest of the week. We have Uber earnings tomorrow morning. A lot of Fed speak, but overall, this market's pulled up, and whether it wants to break out this week or next week remains to be seen. But I remain bullish on the market. I hope you're all doing well. If you want to join us, link in the description below, smartoptiontrading.com. Everybody have a fabulous night.